Good girl.
Pull back on the crate. There's also that chain that is sitting.
I know, pretty lady.
I got the door will slide now.
I know, pretty lady. So we are in with Miss Shanti Deva. You can see she's pacing a little bit. She got moved down in her crate, and I can imagine she wants out of her crate. But she is the final move, good girl, down to Pride Prairie today. Oops, just try not to slam it. Oops, sorry. No, Shanti. You don't want to come back in your crate, silly girl. It can be hard with the angles, but Shanti didn't seem to be bothered by the noise at all. So what we did with Shanti is Shanti has been moved into her indoor room, and then she's going to get outdoor access very quickly. So Shanti's been, hi beautiful.
Hello.
So Shanti actually was crate trained to go into her crate. She has come down from quarantine. They're securing the door and securing all the door in the crate before we can let her outside for her safety. We wonder what Chupino's gonna think. It's a big day. Do you know that you're gonna see 3 other lions pretty soon? So if you're joining us, we're the Wildcat Sanctuary in Sandstone, Minnesota. We're just in our indoor big cat building. All of our cats have access to outdoor temperature control areas. We've just moved 4 lions today. And one of them is knocking on their bedroom door to come in while we're waiting to actually give Shanti some outdoor access. But for our safety protocol, she won't get let out until they remove everything from the crate, make sure the door is secure. And so we have put plywood up between her and Chupino's room so that they can get used to it. I know you're going to pace, and that's a good thing. And you want to know why pacing for her is a good thing? A cat this old that has had so many issues, to see her up and around and walking. We don't like pacing, but it's understandable when she was just moved in a crate and she's in a new area. So once she goes outside, and Elise, are you keeping her in? Or are you going to give her holding yard access today? What's the
holding yard to start, just
okay.
for meditation, just to make sure she has a safe room.
So she's going to get access to her indoor room and her holding yard, not the big yard, because she does have some dementia. And so when we move her, she can sometimes have a little problems with her mentation, but she is in her mid-20s as well. Good girl. Good girl. She's moving well, but I can still see the lameness on the back end and kind of the one leg give over. But Elise is finishing up your chains, and you're going to get to go outside. And they're going to get double checked.
We just double check the guillotine outside. Yeah.
And then we're going to walk outside. And she's going to go into her holding yard right now. And so her holding yard is just a small yard that then goes into a large habitat. And she's got some enrichment set up. Where are you, beautiful? And then eventually, probably tomorrow, she'll get access to the big yard. But we can see she's still having some back end lameness. If you've joined us, Shanti's in her mid-20s. She has been moved to quarantine for winter because of her dementia, as well as some lameness in the back end. And she's been getting a little bit irritable of being up there, which means awesome. She's feeling better. We know we can't reverse 25 years old, but we can give her the best days of her lives. So today was a little bit of a workout for her, being in a crate. Oh, Chupino's already along the shared wall talking. Oh, did you hear that, Shanti? Chupino. And right now we have plywood up because we need them to get used to each other on Shanti's time frame, which is very different than Chupino's. Shanti, Chupino's already like, but I love you. And you can see she's a little wobbly, and that's, you know, to be expected with her. It's what we've been watching. But we don't know how much time Shanti has left with us, but we want her to get access to her big outdoor yard and actually get to see Chupino. And so
Carrie, I'll also then double check. You can come and go freely from the gate.
after Shanti has a day in the holding yard and we make sure she knows where her water is and her safe room is, then she will get access into the big outdoor habitat. The staff have put tons of stairs for her to be able to get up, and she'll be on a shared wall with Chupino. But we really need Shanti to kind of recuperate from her moving day. It might have only been 10 minutes in a crate, but for her, being able to stand that long and steady herself can take a little bit out of a mid-20-year-old, but much better than sedating and moving her and waking her up from sedation. So all the lion moves went so smoothly today. And Elise, you can't go far, because remember, at 2 p.m., we have Ask the Caretaker. Elise has a really busy day. So the first thing we'll ask Elise is how the moves went today and kind of what the next steps are. But Chupino's already talking up a storm, trying to get to Miss Shanti Deva. Good boy, Chupino. So if you're new to our sanctuary and just tuned in, definitely go look at our other live posts today. You can see our outdoor habitats. We're in Minnesota, so we don't have blossoms on the trees yet or grass growing, but hopefully that'll happen in the next few months. And Shanti's checking out her holding yard, and Shanti thinks she knows best and should already be out in her big yard, but we know her mind is stronger than her body at 25 years old. So we'll definitely try to get pictures and stuff tomorrow when Shanti goes out in her large yard. We hopefully get cell service and can continue to do another live post, and it'll be great to see how her and Chupino do through the shared wall. I think Chupino's going to be very happy about it. Yeah, well, that's good. We know now to lower that. Huh? They kept it high so that you wouldn't have to bend over. Good girl.
Pull it up a little more. It's easier to get.
Yeah, we can lower that.
I know, good girl. I see Chupino over behind you, already trying to talk to you. Are you going to give him any attention, old lady? So they're going to fill it up for her, and they're going to actually move that water bowl down. That's why I love our staff. As soon as they see anything that might be a challenge. Hi, you going to talk to him? That might be a challenge for a 25-year-old girl. They totally make the change for them. It is a little bittersweet to see Shanti. I love seeing her out and about, but I can see the age, and I remember when she arrived from the Catskill Game Farm with Shazam and the other cats, and how young and spry they were. And so aging, it's a blessing that she's got to live this long, but it can be hard to see the change. So they're looking at moving that water bucket from the outside, lowering her. So she's seen Chupino. What are you going to do when you get to see him? And I think we might talk tomorrow about putting one of those Elise gray tubs down there with water, in case she stays at the fence with Chupi.
Yeah, we can give her a bigger one.
So that she can,
Give her a barrel.
because I don't know, you might just stay by Chup. She's already raring to go out into her big yard. You have to be patient. You have to be patient. Sometimes, Miss Shanti Deva, your caretakers know what's best for you. I know you want to get out there right now, but you need a day of rest. So all the moves, have gone well. I know Shanti will be loving to get to her big outdoor habitat. Again, people are wondering why she's not in her large habitat like Chupino and everybody is, and it's because she is a cat that is We're really watching closely due to her arthritis and dementia, and we want to give her a day of rest and observation. We want her to know where her water and her room is for safety so that she doesn't get stuck out in a big yard. But I think she's going to enjoy the cave and all the grass that's going to be growing up. And she's going to enjoy a shared wall with Chupino. So stay tuned in the next day or so. We'll definitely be showing you out there and what her response is to Mr. Chupino. And if she can spend the summer out here in her final days relaxing next to another lion, that is much better than her being in quarantine if it's all possible. But we do know and we do see the weakness in her back end. That's arthritis. It's muscle atrophy from being a very, very geriatric lion. And we saw it in Sultania, but every day is a great day that we can have her with us and have her comfortable and have her being Miss Shanti Deva. But when those hard decisions have to come, we will always make them, because we're here to make the best decisions for the animals, not for ourselves. So thank you guys for all participating in the Lion Move Day. Join us at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. It's just a little bit away when I get with Elise, and we'll talk to her about the moving day, and she'll answer some of the caretaker questions you all posed on Facebook. And that's awesome that you're able to bring you guys here with us today to share the lion moves, and we'll continue to share how the relationships progress.